welcome back to my channel. It is IJF. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning back, welcome back. Before I get started, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on my social media sites because it does help out. Now, before I get started, I do want to say thank you to my new subscribers. I haven't been really posting a lot in the past few weeks, if you've noticed, and I do apologize for that. I was traveling. Also, I just needed a little break. Sometimes I feel like I'm really all over the place. But yes, thank you to my new subscribers and welcome. Oh my God, ciao! I am giving 1970s black exploitation look. I got my little baby fro, got my little gold earrings, I got the melanated skin. But yes, today's topic is going to be about hypersexualization versus freely sexual. Now for me, I came to this topic because I am a consumer of pop culture. How can I not be? I've been noticing how certain groups of women are more geared towards being hypersexual instead of being freely sexual. So I'm going to break that down, but before I do that, I do want to read some definitions that I'm going to put up on my screen, and then we can take it from there. So the definition is: hypersexualization, or the sexualization of public spaces, involves the attribution by the media of a sexual character to a product or behavior that has nothing intrinsically sexual about it. Hypersexualization can be seen in magazines, videos, films, the fashion industry, and particularly in advertising. To sell a product, advertising can trivialize sexuality, use sexual stereotypes, and use the female body. And of course, freely sexual to me is basically doing things on your own terms when you want to. So no one is telling you to go wear this little skimpy dress or to bust it wide open unless you want to, and that is what I support. So I know I'm going to get a lot of flack about what I'm about to say, and of course I am open to being educated or just agree with me. I mean, I really don't know. This channel is open to everything and everyone. Now, I gave you guys those two definitions because I want us to know what one is and what one isn't. Now for me, when I read those definitions, I'm not a fan of hypersexualization or over-sexualization because it affects a certain group of girls more than it does another. Right. So to me, fair is fair. This life is going to have what it encompasses. That's what it is. When it comes to hypersexualization, it has a poor effect on Black women a little more than any other group of women, in my opinion. Also, with me saying that, I feel like it doesn't allow these women to have a duality or just have multifaceted personas. But I came to this conclusion because, again, I said I am a consumer of pop culture. I'm a millennial, so I made a list. So in my opinion, when it comes to pop culture, I'm gonna focus particularly on the music industry. Doesn't matter what genre, we're just gonna say the music industry. So let's just focus on the music. In my opinion, the people who are hypersexualized in this music industry when it comes to Black women are Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, and definitely the city girls. Now, when you compare these girls to their counterparts, white women, their counterparts who are mega stars and doing their thing, and of course you guys can give me different celebrities in the comments below, but when it comes to the non-Black women, we have Ariana Grande, we have Taylor Swift, we have Katy Perry, we have Billie Eilish. Now, when it comes to these groups of women, the non-Black men somehow have more followers and more money going towards them than these Black women, right? Now, some might say, oh, it's due to talent, it's due to audience, it's due to just the machine and who the machine supports. And of course, I could take that into consideration. But in my opinion, these Black girls have the same amount of Instagram followers, not completely, but they're on the spectrum with one another. Some a little more than the other, but again, I don't really pay attention, but the ones who always make it into my world through radio or through watching movies are these women right here. So, you know, again, we can discuss that in the comments below. I personally do feel, again, in my opinion only, I do feel like Black women are a little more sexualized than non-Black women. And some might say, well, maybe this is because they want to do this. Maybe this is because this is what they like. Sure, at a certain point in your life, people have the right to, again, do as they please with their bodies, okay? Trust me, no one is telling me nothing new about a woman's autonomy over her body and how she wants to use it. My parents are from West Africa. I know, I've seen women with no shirts on, with their breasts bare, and they are still being respected because as they should. So it's not me trying to say maybe these women don't have ownership over their bodies. No. And I only say this because in interviews with these women, they always say Nicki, Megan, City Girls, Rihanna, they all are very prim and proper in their personal lives because that's just the type of women they are. Most of them are dedicated to one guy. They're not flaunting it if they're dealing with a million other guys. And they speak highly of themselves. I mean, look at Nicki. Nicki did not want to have a kid out of wedlock, you know, even though she had a kid with a guy who, that's neither here or there. Megan is, when she's committed to her dudes, you know that she's committed to a dude. We all know that she was committed to Moneybag, and then now she's committed to, is his name Prada? The big old guy from like New York. But what they portray in the social media realm is not what they do in real life. And I appreciate that because again, social media is a fantasy world. Obviously everything that you see is not real. We should know this, but there are people who don't. And then some might say, well, okay, IJF, you're wrong because it's just not black girls who are consuming this type of media. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. But the difference between non-black children consuming this is the little black girl is going to say, well, one of the ways of being known and famous and making it, it's gonna have to be going through that route. Whereas the non-black child or, you know, young lady can say, well, okay, so the black girls are doing that and that's cool. I guess I get to hang out with them when I have fun. But, you know, I can also just put on a fedora hat and play guitar and now have the same followers as my black counterparts. So yeah, I think I like the jean jacket and the guitar playing instead of the 24/7 put a thong up my butt and make me stand in front of a camera. And again, I'm not saying that some of these women don't like it, but I do feel like sometimes it can be a bit much. And it's also not just anomalies. It's not like one example. Most rap women or most black women in the media who usually are put into these overly sexual positions in society, they make it up the ladder a little more faster. Because a great example of women who don't do that and who are not up the ladder are people like Rhapsody, who is very modest. You know, she's a great lyricist, but she's not known. Tiara Whack, who also is a great lyricist who's not known. Normani, who's an R&B pop singer who is very modest when it comes to showing off her body, so she's not really known. But if she was raw, talking crap, and, you know, always giving us back shots, you know, photos, of course she will be known. And those are just a few examples of the ones that I see who don't make it in this world of Hollywood or just pop culture popularity because they don't put their bodies out there. Oh, and No Name. No Name is also a great rapper who is not that known. And to me, that's an issue because when women are only known for being sexual, again, I think that's the issue. They pigeonhole women who are black into certain categories, whereas other women who are not black get to do it all. You know, you can have a whole sex tape out and say you want to become a lawyer and people support you and say, yes, you can. I have Megan for a prime example. She got shot, she got harmed, unfortunately. And when she was trying to tell her truth, processing trauma, and also she doesn't have her mom and dad around. She's kind of an orphan, only has her grandparents, and she got shot by a guy I'm pretty sure she kind of trusted, and he put her in danger. And when she would talk about her incident, all people did was say, shut up, B, all you do is show your, they started throwing her sexuality, her hypersexuality, mind you, at her like as if she had no right to speak. Well, you promote being a hot girl or this and that, or why were you so quiet about it? And to me, all I could think is, damn, this girl gives us the best of her, and I'm talking about the natural body, the beauty, everything. And yet when it is time to kind of have her back, a lot of people were not having her back. And it was very weird to me, but it also made sense because I've seen this happen multiple times. Black women are not allowed the same agencies as other groups of women. And I think sometimes maybe I'm the mad one, maybe I'm the one who's crazy, but I refuse to be a part of a world that will continue to accept that. And I will call anyone out on it. Again, I told you, I don't care if you want to be butt naked. I feel the freest when I don't have any clothes on. But that doesn't mean I want to open it to people's gazing all the time. You know, people gaze at naked bodies all the time. Again, when you're in a home, if you come from a West African household, you know, when there's no guests around, it's just you and your family. Your mom probably don't got her shirt on, her breasts are bare, whatever. And probably you don't have to come from a West African family to see your mom bare body, because it's normal. You're not supposed to sexualize that in that manner. It's gross. I do feel like when Black women go that route, it's very hard for them to show themselves in other manners. Even vulnerability is made difficult for them because people look at you like you're just a piece of meat. And I'm here to say that you're not, even if you are butt naked all the time. I just want us to have more control of what we do, and stop letting the big machine make us do these things. But again, everyone's also getting a payout out of it, but is the payout worth your humanity at times? I don't know. Anyway, fam, as always, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and please share your comments. You can agree with me or you can talk nasty to me in the comments like some of y'all do. But I will see you guys in the near future, and have a good one. Bye. Mwah.